Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. And this, I dare say, is actually the longest level in the entire game. So, we just finished the previous level, which was a complete mind screw. And it looks like that entire weird dream sequence was all the young Toby pretty much on the verge of death, and he was having almost like a afterlife type of weird illusionary vision or some such, and it was actually his brother not choking him, but trying to bring him back to life. So, onward! It has been a rough night, but now it is morning and it is time to continue on our journey for some miracle cure for our dad. Now, before we go any further, oh gosh, look at this. Some dude's about to hang himself, about to kill him. He was about to commit suicide. We saved his life. Now, obviously, if you take a look over there, and this is, I think you get an achievement for helping this man out with his grief, his house burnt down, and presumably his entire family inside is now dead. So, obviously, you can see over there, I think those are the bodies right there, to the right of him. Wow, that's kind of sad. He has nothing left to live for. He's going to kill himself. And, so I think you need to... Yeah, let's do one boy at a time. And then there's this little music box here at the edge of the precipice. And you can give what's left of this guy's possessions that reminds him of his family to him. Can I go, please? Oh, I have to move Toby before McGuire can press on. Oh gosh, I just dropped it right in front of him. So this is a nice little heirloom of his that helps him remember the good times with his family. Gives him a little hope. So he helped him bury his family. It's going to be rough going for this guy. But maybe we did some good deed here. And now we get to our first puzzle of the level. Which is actually kind of fun. It expands a little bit on the previous puzzles where you've had to extend the drawbridge and everything and have both kids kind of work together, except we now have these little windmills and you have to literally have one boy separate from the other across a gorge. And now we got to do a little bit of a timing. He has to push his up first, and then we roll ours out, so those two hooks, there we go, can link up like that, and that's how we cross the bridge. Small little simple puzzle. Very ingenuitive, though. Now the best thing about this chair, do you see that castle off in the background? Do you see that? We are actually going to go there in this level. With like literal no loading times. So what you're looking at is the final destination of this long level. Okay, come on. Thank you, McGuire. I don't know about you, but I don't like heights like this. I'd be crapping my pants right now if I was having to do this type of death-defying antics. These boys are fearless.
Ali. Dia, Atai.
How he was able to see a glider from all the way down here is anybody's guess. So for us to get up there, we can't do it normally with our own skill and abilities. We are actually going to have to get some mountain goats and ride these mountain goats up these crazy crevices and cliffs. And this part's fun. Yeah, even the brothers are loving this. When I first was playing this game, I was like, okay, this is fun. This is a great idea. I like this. This is inventive and a unique sequence. It's just fun to use these mountain goats and just listen to the music and travel along the straightforward path here. Just admiring the scenery, it's awesome. Bye bye, mountain goats. How we're ever going to get back down to get to our dad, who knows? It's almost like we're on a one-way trip or something.
Hey, Hanahon. Sari.
Alright, second puzzle of the level.
Yeah.
Dude gives us a gear which he's going to need to, we're going to need to fix the whole contraption he's got so he can get back to his house or whatever. So basically, you can't jump with something in your hand, so you got to throw it across gaps. I think Maguire's got the stronger throwing arm. So he's the one that needs to throw it across that particular... Yep. Then you just place it right here in the hole. And I think you need both. There we go. Not really logical why something like that would be built to go down or up like that. I don't even see the purpose of that, but whatever. It's a game. It's a game mechanic. So basically asking if we can use his glider. And amazingly enough, we just met the guy and he says yes. And we're doing rock, paper, and scissors with this guy with the Toby. Whenever you meet up a new NPC, just have both Toby and Maguire do something with the NPC just to see what each one does. And then, I'm not really sure. This isn't really a puzzle per se. This just gets you an achievement if you get the right sound. Get him to dance. He's been alone for way too long up here. So here comes another fun sequence. Like, this entire level is full of just innovative, fun events and things that you can do. It's crazy fun. This is the glider sequence. Now, I died once on this sequence because I didn't realize that you could still manage to control it after a certain event happens. So, you may think to just sit back and let this play out, but no. The game expects you to continue to be in the game and fully controlling this. Because you will crash ahead into that cliffs over there unless you angle and bank the glider. By using the combined weight of the boys to... Yeah, I need to head back left a little bit. And to straighten it out, you need to have both boys, I guess, equidistant from each other. So kind of like right here. Well, not right there. This is pretty spectacular. It's all fun and games until some birds and rip through her. And this is where I thought, oh, it's heading straight for that castle, so if I just go straight ahead, it'll be fine. No, it's actually aiming straight for that pillar of rock right in front of you, so you kind of have to still control the glider as it's falling apart. And just try and make it to the castle just ahead. So much for the glider. I hope the guy over there is not too pissed. Okay, this next sequence I recall very clearly. Because I died like 10 to 15 times to this part. This part is just ridiculously difficult. So we are now employing what we've done before, which is using each boy and jumping from handhold to handhold. However, we now have a new gimmick or mechanic, which is pendulum swinging and arcing using gravity and the weight of each boy. So now we have a brand new, I guess you could say, aspect to the game that we have to keep in mind. So you let go of one, let him swing and hold. Let go of the other, let him swing and hold. And the thing is that because each boy is swapping position, but yet the controls for each boy is left goes to McGuire and right goes to Toby for me. So if McGuire's on the right and Toby's on the left, I gotta keep that. Oh gosh, I have to keep that in mind. I have got to keep that in mind and make sure I let go of the right control. Because if I let go of the wrong one and I freak out, then both will be gone, and both will fall and plummet to their deaths, and that'll be another one under my belt. So this part is awesome, yet stupid tricky. Whew, okay. First part done. It gets trickier from here. That was just a warm-up. Okay. This next part, it's kind of timed, kind of not, but the things will fall apart around you if you're not fast enough. So this is where what you've just learned before, you have to do it in quick succession now. You have to do it quickly and without hesitation, or the things will just fall off and you will go down with them, these statues. So here we go. Let's see if I can do this on the first try. Because I certainly didn't do it the first try. The first time I played this game. Here we go, and let's do this. Whew, so far so good. Ahaha. Okay. That was one of the hardest parts I remember having to get through playing this game for the first time. And we ain't even done. We still got more jumping stuff to do. Okay. We can only go up so far before we have to... Okay, have him. And then drop him to swing to get up higher. It's kind of a clever little way of getting up the doorway here. You're having to kind of think a little bit outside the box and use the swing to your advantage. We ain't done yet. If you didn't quite make the swing the first time, you can actually push back and forth, left and right, and increase the velocity of the swing. Oh gosh. Now we gotta have keep ourselves equidistant. Don't let the rope stretch too wide. Oh, there's no going back. Okay, this part now, I was expecting a giant, because at this point I was ready for anything. The game gave me trolls, it gave me, you know, rabid wolves, it gave me a crazy dream sequence. At this point I was like, alright, nothing's going to surprise me anymore about this game. So this looks like a giant's household, so I was expecting to have another puzzle boss battle with potentially a giant. Because we're certainly snooping around his castle now, aren't we? Whew. Okay. And this signals the end of our time with the connected rope. So from here on out, we can control each boy separately, and they can get as far apart from each other as possible. So now the road ahead is gone. It's been knocked out by some giant or big force. So now we got to find another way across the chasm. And we were just down there. Fantastic level design. In classic Jack and the Beanstalk fashion, there is a caged prize animal of glory and stuff that we need to have access to, and hopefully the giant doesn't come back and surprise us. Spoiler, he doesn't. So, but I do like the sense of tension that they inject into this scene, even when nothing's ever going to happen. So you're expecting something to pop out as soon as we complete our objective here and unleash the bird or whatever this is. So at this point, Toby's the only one who could probably release the bird here. Oh, jeez, if I can actually do it right. Looks like the giant is quite the artist. Not strong enough. Both of them together is enough weight. And we get this weird owl-looking creature. You want to let the boy pet it, Toby. Let it know that you're not a threat. And then you have the older boy, Maguire. Yeah, that thing's seen better days. It looks injured and wounded. But it's allowing us to ride it. And that's pretty much the whole level. We've done a lot. A lot of cool set pieces. And we end this fantastic level with a nice aerial view and flight through the air. And now for a little sadness. That expended the last of that poor little bird's energy. He was mistreated by the giant, whoever kept him. So we used the last of its energy to bring us to safety. So the feather brings back a little bit of a memory of the older boy Maguire with his dad. Kind of bringing into scope why exactly he wants to go on this trip and risk his life to save his dad, because of memories like this, of teaching him how to fish. Very fond memories. So, great level, but we end on a little bit of a bittersweet note and a little sample of the things to come, because as you can see, the environment is getting darker now, a little more desolate as we're getting farther and farther away from home, and a potential of seeing giants on the horizon. See y'all in the next video.